Hi, you're watching Jackie and the Other Side of Beauty. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the sale that is right around the corner, the Sephora holiday sale. And I'm so excited because I haven't done a Sephora's recommendations video in such a long time. It's a tongue twister. And so I admonish you to, for real, y'all know how long-winded I am. So grab a snack, grab a drink, whatever you want to nibble on, and let's jump into it. So for today, I have everything in its own category, so hopefully that will help make the video go just a little faster. So first up, we're going to talk about skincare, and I just want to show you one of my favorite moisturizers, and it's the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. I haven't even had a chance to open this one yet, but it is right around the corner. I do like the glow that it leaves on my skin. I am a glowy, luminous, dewy kind of girl. And so this is one of my favorite moisturizers, and I do highly recommend it. Next, I would like to share with you my serum, and it is by Myrick's. It's the Yummy Skin Moisture Repair Balm Serum. Now, I do have one already in use, but I had to buy a backup because I like this one so much, and I can't open it. Some of these products, like the moisturizer, hasn't been opened as of yet. I used one up, and I never opened this new one until I'm getting ready to use it. But this Myrick's, this is what it looks like. This has not been opened, like I said. I do have one in rotation, but this one is a good serum. It leaves my skin just the way I like it. If you go 2 videos back, you can see it in use, and I'm telling you, I was so impressed by this serum that I just had to pick it up again. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you in the way of skincare is my Kosas. This is the Dream Beam Sunlit Broad Spectrum 40 sunscreen. And this is what it looks like. This is my second one of these. I have been loving it, and yeah, I definitely would buy it again. So this is such a great sunscreen, and it does leave a little glow to your skin. So yeah, if you wanted to wear this alone and just maybe do your brows, pop a little blush on, you still would have that sunlit glow on your skin, and that I love. And so for lashes, I do want to make mention of my 2 eyelash primers. This one right here is by Dior, and this is such a good eyelash primer. But I have to say, although I do recommend this one, I have to say that the Lancôme may knock this down just a little notch. Now, the Lancôme is so good. I have 3 of them already ready to go. I have the full size, and I have 2 of the smaller sizes. The other one's in the drawer. So although this Dior one is a good one, and I've already used this, I just started back to using eyelash primers because it was just another step that I didn't really want to have in my rotation. But I was using a mascara that needed this, and since I started using it again, I just want to keep it going in my rotation. So again, I have a Dior eyelash primer and also the Lancôme Cils Booster. Highly recommend them. Now, in the way of mascaras, I'm currently using the Monsieur Big Lancôme mascara. Love this brush on here. And I love how it just grips my lashes and just applies mascara to each and every one of them. It gives me volume and length. Love this. And I also have this Fenty Beauty. This is the Hella Thick Mascara. Now this one hasn't been opened, but I'm sure you've seen these time and time again. This is the packaging on it. Very nice. Love this mascara. Now the other mascara that they have by Fenty, I did not care for it at all. But this one is a winner. I love this one in the same way. It gives me such volume and such length that I will keep on buying this. And I have one last mascara, and it is the Bad Girl Bang Mascara by Benefit. Now this is my second one of these. I haven't put this one into rotation, but I bought something, or I used points or something to get this one. And before, I don't remember how I ended up with it, but I'm so glad I did, because this mascara is so good. Love it. I was so impressed that it did make me go ahead and spend my points and get another one. So this one I highly recommend as well. Okay, and since we've done brow products and we're moving along at a good pace, let's go ahead and jump into our eyeliners. Now I do have one that I can recommend, because generally my eyeliners are drugstore, but I do have this small one by Urban Decay, and this is in the shade 0. This is it. Now they have another shade that's darker than 0. 0 is a nice shade of black. They have another one that's a little bit deeper, and that one was just too harsh for mature eyes, in my opinion. It was just too black. So 0 was a nice step up, and I love it so much that I did go ahead and pick up the full size. And again, this is in the shade 0 as well. And yeah, I will keep on buying this one. I will not buy the other one that's really black. I mean, it's just a little too much. It's a little too much. So this one is perfect. Let's go right into our primers. Now, I just started using this primer a few months ago and fell in love with it, and will buy the full size. I had to stop myself from buying it because I was like, Jackie, you still have plenty left. So I pumped my brakes on it, but this is the Nars Light Reflecting Hydrating Primer. And again, I like that glowy, dewy look, and this gives it to me. This is such a nice primer, and I love it. Highly recommend it. I'm getting more and more into the products by Nars, so I'm not mad at it. Here's another primer, and this is by Milk Makeup, and this is the Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. I have this little size, and I was telling you guys that in my Shop My Stash, I was already to the point where I was having to fold it down to pump more out. So yes, this is definitely going to be a repurchase, and I love the way it looks. It doesn't leave me too matte in terms of like my skin looks dry. It doesn't do that, but it does give me a little mattification. Yeah, I'm going to stick with it. It does give me a little mattification. Am I sticking with it? It does give me enough matte. It does make my skin just matte enough. That's it. It does make my skin just matte enough that it keeps and blocks the oils from seeping through. I do have an oily T-zone, and the rest of my skin is normal, and I always keep that little tidbit in my description box. But this in the summertime is perfect. It's perfect for me. So I love this primer as well. And then for my pores, like I said, my T-zone is a little oily. I do like this Makeup Forever Pore Minimizer Step 1 Primer. It's filthy, but this does a good job at I press it into my pores, and it keeps my pores from looking so enlarged, and kind of, hides them a little bit. And that's just what I need, and that's what I look for in a primer to hide my pores. Just hide them and kind of conceal them just a little bit, and this does the trick. Okay, let's go to our bronzers. One of my favorite categories, you guys. Yes. Okay, first up is this bronzer right here. It's by LYS, and this is in the shade Honest. I have the shade Strength too, and I use that if I want to contour, but when I want to bronze, I use this one. And again, this is in the shade Honest, and this is what it looks like. So nice. Just the perfect step up again from a bronzer that's a little too deep to a bronzer that is just right. So I really like this one, and I'm glad they came out with this shade. Next is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's called the Smooth Blur Bronzer, and this is in the shade Sunset Sizzle. Another great bronzer. I picked this up not too long ago, and love, love, love it. It bronzes me up perfectly. This is a good one, you guys. Not to mention the packaging is so luxe, and as you can see, the A is stamped into the bronzer. Yeah, it does come with a mirror, and it has the magnet to close it. This is gorgeous, so gorgeous. I love this so much. Now, my next bronzer is a doozy. This is the Armani Luminous Silk Bronzing Powder, and this girl, she's hefty. She has a little bit of girth around her. This is in shade 120. And this is the pan size. What I like about this bronzer is, first of all, when I use it, I try to go with the etched in lines in here so they don't disappear. But what I like about this bronzer is that it has a little shimmer in here. I can see gold reflex in here. So this is perfect for summer as well. I mean, you can wear it year round, but I like it because in the summer you want your skin to have that glow. You want it to have that bronziness, and this gives it to you, and it kind of highlights where you place it. So this is so pretty, you guys, so pretty, and I love it. It costs, I got it on sale, but it's up there. And lastly, for bronzers, I had to cut it off, y'all. Lastly, I have the Ambient Lighting Volume 3 palette, and this is by Hourglass. I really enjoy using this palette. Now, this one has the bronzer in the middle, and it works out just fine. And I kind of, when I want that candle glow look, I will go in with what's supposed to be the powder, and I will put this on, and it gives you just the softest candle lit glow. And when I just want to put it around my face ever so lightly, I'll do that too. But this is supposed to be the highlighter in here, and I've used this as a highlighter too. So you can just mix it up, but this is such a nice palette. Now let's talk about our foundations. Now, pause the video right here and let me know if you know one foundation that I'm definitely going to have mention of. Just go ahead. Y'all should know. You should know this. Okay. Here she is. The first foundation I want to mention is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I have mine in the shade 6 in 1 Mocha. And she's gotten some use, and I managed to get her down pretty far. Love her. Next, I want to talk about the LYS foundation stick. And I have this one in the shade DN5. And this is what it looks like. Such a good one, and I haven't been able to get around to this lately, so when I saw it in the drawer, I said, oh yes, we're pulling this next. My next foundation is a oldie but a goodie. This is, I see someone mention this every Sephora sale because it's that good. This is the House Labs. This is the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation, and I picked this up in the shade 450 medium deep warm. This, I think that's 450 and not 60. Looks like 450. This was a doozy to find your shade in. I'm just going to say it was hard for me to find my shade, but I went back 3 times and I said, if I can't find it on the third go around, it's just a no for me. And I had the lady help me, and I'm so happy with this shade. I do have a neutral undertone, and I wasn't looking for nothing but the neutrals. And then when she turned me on to the, what is it again, the medium deep warm, I was like, huh? But it works out perfectly. So I'm so glad I have this, and I haven't pulled this one in a while. So that one's going to be coming up in rotation soon as well. And then we have my baby right here. This is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation, and I have this in shade 5N. Love, love, love her. Whenever I'm looking for a foundation and the site's going to help me choose, and you know you have to put in a foundation that's a match for you, I always put this one in to match me to whatever foundation I'm looking for. So this is so good. Now let's talk about some of our concealers. I feel like we're going pretty fast, y'all. I don't know. First concealer I want to talk about that is worth the money is the Fenty Beauty, and this is the We're Even concealer, and I have the shade 400N. This is it right here. Such a pretty shade, and I have no complaints about it. I love this. I never tried the other Fenty concealer. I've only tried this one, and that was good enough for me because I love this one. It's such a good, it has such good coverage, but I don't have settling in my fine lines. So I like this. And another one of my favorites that's just about empty, like you can hear the air through it, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their Magic Touch Concealer, and I have this one in shade 18, and this definitely will be a repurchase. You can't even hear anything. This is just about done, y'all, and oh, I have loved this concealer. So yeah, this will definitely be a repurchase. Full coverage and such a wonderful, oh, I have this one today. Yeah, such a wonderful concealer. So yeah, love, love, love that one. And then I have this Natasha Denona. Now, I had a blister card for the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. I had the shade P8. Why I didn't just go ahead and buy that shade originally, I don't know. But I thought I knew what was best, and then I picked up from the store NY12, which was just a little too light. So now I can wear the P8 by itself, or I can go in and mix the two together. And I've been doing both, honestly, and I love it. This concealer is like a serum concealer, and I just love it. Again, bringing it back to the mature eyes aspect. It's great for mature eyes, doesn't dry you out, but yet it does have the coverage. So I like this concealer a lot. Now let's go ahead and start with our blushes. That was a hard one for me. I do have an honorable mention also in the blush category. First up, I have the blushes by YSL. I have two shades. I have to put the shades up on the screen. I have this one because that's the one thing I don't like is that they don't have the names on the back. I do believe, let me look at them. Yeah, I do believe this one is Berry Bang, but I can't remember what shade this one is. Can't remember, so I'll have to pop this one up on the screen, but I'm pretty sure it's Berry Bang. These blushes are highly pigmented. I love, love, love them, and these are such nice, highly pigmented. If you want a little luxury in your life, you can just start with a little blush here or there, and yeah, they're good, you guys, and they stay on without fading. Now, here's my honorable mention. It doesn't have anything to do with the Sephora sale, but I picked up another one of these blushes by YSL, and this one is such a pretty blush, but this one is exclusive to Macy's. I just wanted to show you this one in case you wanted to pick this one up as well. How beautiful is this? I love this. So exclusive to Macy's, not Sephora. And last in the blush category is this Kosas blush. I think this, I don't have very many Kosas items. I had a brow tint by Kosas, and then a blush, and then something else. So this blush is called Chills. Blush is Life. And this again is by Kosas. So pretty. Oh, it has such a pinky berry tone, and it shows up, you guys. This blush shows up and it looks so pretty on the skin. So if you have not tried this one, give it a whirl. I think I got this from the Sephora Kohl's, maybe. Yeah, I got this one from the Sephora Kohl's, and yeah, I recommend this highly. If you're a blush girly like me, you'll love it. Now, my next category is highlighters. And I went a little overboard, you guys, but I could not help myself. So up first, we have the Pat McGrath. This is called Bronze Mirage. It has a black lacquer packaging. I got this on sale, and I have it on me today. I think I went a little overboard, but can't hardly see it, so it's okay. Next up is another product by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their Glow Seeker Highlighter Illuminator, and this is in the shade Enchanted. Oh, so pretty. I don't know if you can see the details etched in, but this is such a pretty highlighter, you guys. It's such a pretty gold highlighter. I love it. This is so pretty, and it's so pigmented. So get your hands on this as well. And my next three, I think I bought two, and I got one on sale. And these are the Fenty Beauty highlighters. I have the shades Trophies and Truffle. Let me go ahead and just show you the shade. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I have Loose Change. And I decided not to swatch in this video, you guys, because we will be here forever. And this one already has some crumbling. You know, they said that these were real delicate. Okay, I don't want to. So this is Loose Change. And my food for thought is I don't like to have something that's the same. You know what I mean? So I don't want all my highlighters to have this tone. I want something that's golden. I want something that's rose gold. I want something that's copper. You know, just I want stuff that highlighters that have a variant or variation. And lastly, I have a highlighter that's rich. Oh, so pretty. That's rich. Okay, and so those are the highlighters that I have in my collection. Now I have only one eyeshadow primer. I have one eyeshadow primer that I would recommend, and this is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, and this is the anti-aging one. I've been buying these, I can't tell you for how long, and they don't steer me wrong. I have eyelids that are oily, and my eyelids also crease. I tell you, all kinds of things pop up when you start maturing. So, yeah, there's nothing that I found that stops that, but this eyeshadow primer is a good one, and it helps my eyeshadows. Okay, let's go to our powders. Now, this is a recent purchase for me, and I'm so glad I purchased this. I have the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. And I picked this up. She released new shades, and I picked this up in the shade Amber. And this is the perfect shade for me. Love this shade. This is what Amber looks like. And again, so pretty. And it looks so good, so diffusing under my under eyes. So I love this powder, and I'm glad I picked it up. I heard it is fragile, so I treat it as such. Next up is one of my newest finds. This is from Kosas. Like I said, I hadn't had many products from Kosas, so I'm kind of new on the bandwagon. So I do have this Kosas powder, and the shade is Softly. This is what it looks like. Okay, here we go. This is the Kosas powder cloud set. Now, I use this powder all over my face. The Pat McGrath powder I use to set my under eyes, but this I use all over the face, and this shade is a perfect one for me. Next, I have this powder by YSL. This is a loose powder. But let me tell y'all, I have been really getting into the compact powders. That's why this one's here. I have really been enjoying compact powders lately, and so that also weighed into why I decided to pick this Kosas up, because again, compact powders are so easy to take with you, and I don't know, I just been really getting into them lately, so had to have it. And again, this one is my YSL powder. This is a loose setting powder. I love the packaging on this and on their blushes by YSL. This powder is called All Hours, and it's in the shade Hyper Blur. And that's exactly what this powder does. It blurs your under eyes. If you have any imperfections, this powder here, this is what it looks like. This powder here is going to help conceal it. It's going to conceal all your flaws, all your sins, everything. So I was very impressed with this powder when I grabbed it. We have 2 more categories, you guys, and we are done. Oh no, we're not. 3. Okay, so my brow pencil that I want to talk about first is by Huda Beauty, and I like this so much. It's like a nano pencil. I have 4 on deck. Yeah, because I just kept buying them every time they would have a sale. Now, I actually bought these from the Huda Beauty website, but this is also a Sephora product. And so, yeah, I just kept buying them when they were on sale and love them. Oh, the tip is so fine. And it's just something that helps you get those precise brow strokes in your brows. And I mean, you can really detail them because the tip or the point is so fine. Now, this is what the pencil looks like. You have the spoolie, of course, on one side. And then the brow pencil right here. And I know you won't be able to see it, but this is what it looks like. So nice. And this, like I said, I like it because the brow pencil is so fine. The point is so fine, and it just helps me do what I want to do for my brows. And next up, oh, yeah, I know my arm is hurt. Whew, that hurts. Okay, I have 3 Precisely My Brow pencils. And this is another one of my favorite brow pencils. And I can just echo what I said about the Huda Beauty pencil. The tip on here is so fine, so perfect. Helps you definitely achieve those brow-like strokes. And I love it. And this one you can roll up and roll down. And then you also have your spoolie right here. And the Huda Beauty pencil you can roll up and roll down as well. Oh, okay. Now, let's talk setting sprays. First up, I have my Lancôme Fix It, Forget It setting spray. Now, I like this one because it leaves my skin looking hydrated. It doesn't leave it looking overly hydrated. It doesn't leave it looking greasy or anything. It just has a hydrated look about it. And this says it has up to 24-hour wear. It says also that it is a setting mist with plant extract. And it doesn't leave my face sticky. You know, some setting sprays, you can touch your face and it has a sticky residue on it, or it leaves a sticky finish. This one does not. It just leaves your skin like that perfect hydrated look. And that I like. This is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm Mattifying Setting Spray. Now, this is a mini size. There is a full size also. I got the mini size because I wasn't sure how I would like it. Has a little shaker ball in there. And this one is another setting spray that's mattifying, but I don't feel like it makes me, but it doesn't look mattifying on the skin. I think this one on my skin is more or less like a natural finish. Like I said, I don't find that I look matte in this setting spray. I just think I just have a natural finish. And my skin doesn't feel dry, but I have a nice finish. It's supposed to be a blurring balm, just like her Yummy Skin line. And I don't know that I've noticed blurring. I really haven't been checking to see, does my skin look blurred or not? I'm not sure, but as I continue to use it, I will notate whether or not I look blurred or not. I just think it gives my skin a nice finish, and I like it. So I probably would not be opposed to picking up a full size, but right now, I would repurchase it, but I would repurchase it in the same size because I have a lot of setting sprays all of a sudden. So this would be a repurchase, but just in the mini size. And last up, we have the Fenty Beauty You Mist setting spray. Now this setting spray extends your makeup. Now this one I remember is a fine mist. And again, like I said, it does extend the wear of your makeup. So I do sometimes have like 12-hour days. This is the perfect setting spray for that. Or if I'm just doing an 8-hour day, it's still the perfect setting spray. This one, I don't find it to be a matte setting spray. I think I do see a little hydration when I use this setting spray. So that's why I like it so much. But yeah, this, I feel like my skin looks good, like I said, whether I work 8 or 12 hours. So this would definitely be a setting spray to recommend for you. Now let's talk fragrances. I pulled fragrances that I feel are in the season that we're in now, which is fall. So I pulled this YSL. This is the Libre Intense fragrance, and I love this fragrance so much. I love this, and it's such a warm scent. It is a floral scent, and the keynotes for this fragrance is lavender essence, orange blossom, and warm vanilla. Like I said, it comes from the floral family, but this one is a warm floral. I think it is perfect for this time of the year. Love this so much. You can see how much of this I've used. So this would be a repurchase for me. The next one, during this sale, I hope to be able to pick up the full size of this. And this is the Kayali. This is the Wedding Silk Santal 36. I hope to be able to purchase a full size of this fragrance. This one is a warm floral as well. And the keynotes are sparkling champagne, white freesia, and sandalwood. And I like this. And this is out of the box as far as the fragrances that I typically gravitate to. But this I love. This smells so good that, like I said, I hope to be able to purchase a full size during the sale. Next up is another product by YSL. And this is the YSL Black Opium. Now this one is the original Black Opium, and I'm just reading the notes of this and I wasn't even aware. I just knew it smelled good. So this is the Saint Laurent Black Opium with coffee and white flowers. It's warm and spicy. The keynotes are black coffee, white flowers, and vanilla. And it says this is a seductive, intoxicating women's fragrance. I didn't know this had black coffee in here. I just knew it smelled good. So yes, this. See, I don't smell coffee. And I love coffee, but I don't smell coffee in here, but it smells so good. Oh. Next up is one that I've been enjoying as well. This is by Valentino, and this is the intense version with vanilla and jasmine. And it is a floral, warm floral. I'm sticking to my type. Keynotes are vanilla, jasmine, benzoin, and it says it's bold and long lasting. And I do agree. I wear any of these fragrances that I mentioned to you. One day, I wore the Black Opium and walked by one of the pharmacists, and she said, "Do you have Black Opium on?" I was like, yes. And that shocked me. But she is a fragrance girly, so she has that fragrance as well. She said it took her a minute, but she was like, she picked up on that scent. So that was wild. But yeah, these fragrances are long lasting. I don't even have to mist to get in between. If I go to work at the school or if I go to work at the pharmacy, I don't even have to mist in between. Sometimes I will just because, but it's not necessary. But this one by Valentino, I love this. This is my first Valentino purchase. And, oh, let me use the other arm. And lastly, in the way of fragrances, I do have the Kilian. This is the Apple Brandy on the Rocks. Perfect. Somebody told me that I had a, what did they say? I smelled rich or something with this fragrance on. And I was like, what? That took me by surprise, but they said it smells like a rich person's fragrance. I don't know. I never thought about that, but that took me by surprise. My friend Lynette said it smells like booze. Now, what makes this so special, aside from the price, this says this scent type is fresh citrus and fruits. Key notes are bergamot, apple, and cardamom. It says it opens with a distinctive apple brandy accord where crisp fruit blends with brandy using notes of rum for the liquor aspect, moss, and vanilla. It says this scent carries a sophistication into the night with cedarwood and ambroxan. Yeah, sophistication. Who knew? So this is one of my favorite scents as well. Okay, so this right here, this blush, I want to make a correction. This one is Berry Bang. Right here. And this one right here is called Chili Crush. This is called Chili Crush. I just wanted to make that correction. Okay, now I think I have hit every category except for lip products. Well, and I just looked and saw that the two lippies that I wanted to mention are no longer available at Sephora, so cancel that. But I will say that I have some great lippies here by Charlotte Tilbury, and these ones by Fenty Beauty. So cushiony, soft. I love these. These lippies are perfection. I love the way it feels. I had one and they felt so smooth, so soft on the lips. I went ahead and got the others. So I think that's all, you guys. The only other thing that I want to mention is the dates of the sale. I know I had them in the corner, but I do want to say them out loud just in case you can't really see. So the Sephora Savings event, it says save big with code everything. And this morning I did put my 20% discount on my stories or on my posts because I saw when I looked at Sephora that I had a 20% discount that I could give to a friend. So if you looked at my post, you would have seen that there. I hope somebody grabbed it. So we have, again, the Sephora collection, as always, is 30% off for everybody. And if you're just shopping the Sephora collection, you get to shop from October 31st until November 10th. Now, if you're Rouge, you get to shop those same dates from October 31st to November 10. If you're VIB, the dates for you to shop are November 4th through November 10th. And if you're an insider, you get 10% off and you shop November 4th through 11/10 through November 10th. So VIB and insider, they get to shop the same dates, but VIB is 15% off and insider is 10% off. If you haven't made your account with Sephora, I would admonish you to do so. If you're wanting to pick up some things, at least you would be able to get them for 10% off. Okay, and so they also refer to this event as the Sephora Holiday 2025 event. And with that said, before we shut out the video, I do want to, and I'll have some pictures up, I do want to share with you some gift ideas or gift sets that I just wanted to mention. We do have the LYS. This is a mini glow worthy light bronzer and highlighter. It's a 2-piece set. So in this set, you'll get to choose from 3 bronzers. You get to choose from Courage, and the highlighter is Brave. You get to choose Harmony, and the highlighter is Brave. And you get to choose Strength, and the highlighter is Brave for $18. Oh, I thought this was pretty good for $35 by Charlotte Tilbury. You get the lip, cheek, and pencil. So this is a lip and cheek trio for $35. On this, what you need to know is you get the Beauty Highlighter Wand, you get the lip cheek lip liner, and you get the Big Lip Plump Gasm for $35. So you get 3 products in that gift set. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought this powder by Patrick Starr was pretty good if you wanted to try out his powders. He has 2 of these mini powders for $25. I thought that was pretty good, and he has them in 2 different shades. He has the dark rich and rich peach, and the other one he has the translucent and the ultra pink, and you can get them for $25, and I thought that was not bad of a price. Another thing I thought was pretty good, and these are the Makeup Forever lip liners. You get 5 lip liners for $39. I thought that wasn't too bad. It's a mini artist color lip pencil set, and I thought that wasn't too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's see. I also wanted to mention, of course, you get the Charlotte Tilbury Mini Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. They offer that every single year, and I know one year I was able to take advantage of it. Okay, the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. They have a liner and luminizer 2-piece lip set for $24. The pencil, let's see what shade the pencil comes in. You have the Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer in Grape Splash, and you also have the Traced Out Long Wear Waterproof Lip Liner in Riri. So I thought that wasn't too bad of a price. $24. That's not bad at all in my opinion. And I think they may have had another one. Oh, here's one also. We have the Fenty Beauty, the Glow and Extra 2-piece lip set. Now with this one, you have the Traced Out Longwear Waterproof Pencil Liner in Extra Thigh. Now these names sound familiar to me. I've heard people talking about both of these lip liners before. And for the lipstick in this one, you have the Glow Bomb Sticks High Shine Gloss Stick in Fenty Glow. And that is $25. I don't think that's bad at all. And I don't want to hold you much longer. I want to let you guys go. But I'm just looking to see if I saw anything else in the way of gift sets. Oh, this Tower 28. I thought that this one may be a good deal. It says the Mini SOS Skincare Bestseller Set. And in this set, we have the SOS Barrier Recovery Cream. We have the SOS Daily Rescue Facial Spray. And we also have the SOS Cleanser. And you get all of that for, and these are minis, but you get those for $24. So you get a chance to use all of those and get a feel for those products and see if that's something that you would like to pick up. Yeah, I don't think this is too bad. The Sol de Janeiro and Beja Flor. you get this set for $34. And what you get in this one is you get the Beha Floor Elastic Cream with polypeptide and squalene. You get the Renewing Body Wash, and you also get the Hair and Body Fragrance Mist. So that's not a bad deal for $34. I think that would be a perfect or a nice holiday set. If you know someone that loves these types of sets, or that loves even the mist, the hair and body mist, I think that would be perfect. I think, you guys, that's going to be where I pump my brakes, because this video is going to be long enough. But let me show you one more thing I just saw that I wanted to mention. And this is another product by Fenty Beauty. And this is the Chocolate Treats Lip Luminizer plus the Lip Oil Duo. And you get those two products for the price of $25. I think that's self-explanatory. I would get this set, but I'm afraid that it smells like chocolate, and I am not a chocolate lover, so I'm going to pass on this, but I could get it for someone else as a gift, so I may do that. And I'm going to stop looking because I could go on and on. So you guys, I hope you did enjoy today's video. I was supposed to bring this to you yesterday, and I hope I could get it edited and out for you today. Oh, palettes, you guys, when I tell you I could not find any eyeshadow palettes that I wanted to mention, looking back through my palettes, most of my palettes are indie brands. I do want to mention the McGrath Labs, and this is her holiday palette. This is called Gilded Nirvana Mega Eyeshadow Palette. This eyeshadow palette packaging is gorgeous. And these are what the shades look like. Very pretty. Pat McGrath. And I also have the Natasha Denona Bloom palette. And this is what this palette looks like. Everybody thinks this palette is so super light. Now this is kind of what it looks like. This is what the palette looks like. So I didn't mess with any of the settings, but it always comes off super, super light. But this is what the palette looks like. And I love this palette. I love the Natasha Denona formula. So I just had to mention this. I love this palette. And I have the Danessa Myricks palette. This is their Groundwork Blooming Romance palette. And this is what this palette looks like. Very pretty. I like this palette a lot. Need to get back around to using it because this would be perfect for this time of the year. And you guys, those are all the palettes that I pulled for this video. So this completes today's video. We're going to wrap things up because this video I know is long. I do want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up and ring the notification bell. It just lets you know each and every time that I upload a video. And with that said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, my friends, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.